Is that what you really care about?
No, I just want to get points. Trey Sean. Hey, what if my name was Trey Sean?
That would be crazy.
I don't know. For some reason, I don't know. Hey man, Giovanni the Otter, Juanita. Man. What if I watch Zach Bell on stream? Do you think that copyright is gonna kill me?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's copyrighted.
Copyrighted how? Well, would they turn off my stream or would they demonetize my stream? Because I ain't making no money.
Both? Maybe?
I don't think I'd make a goddamn dime. Like, seriously. I don't think I'm making any money either way. Well, would they strike my YouTube channel?
Yes.
Why would they do that?
Because that's what strikes are.
Well, what can't I watch on stream? God damn. And you don't have to do that. You don't need to talk about service.
What if you focused on the game?
Well, it's like I need something to distract me while I play the game. Because I have to play the game and do the video.
Yeah.
If I don't have any video to watch, the game is worthless. And I have nothing to talk about.
I don't know.
Should I just watch
random YouTube videos or something?
Huh?
I don't know. Like random YouTube videos or something?
I'm not doing something about Yu-Gi-Oh! That's boring.
No. Random YouTube videos. I mean, I don't know.
Just like people talking? I want to watch like something Aiden or Jude watches. Just like random ass videos from other YouTubers. Let's see, like the funny conspiracies. Relatable. No, but I want to watch someone talk about them. What's a funny conspiracy theory that's not like flat Earth? Like, I wanna... Like, I don't...
I mean, there's Wendigoon's Conspiracy Iceberg.
No, I don't want to watch conspiracy... actually, icebergs do sound cool.
Yes.
You think people will watch that?
I don't know, probably.
Yeah, but I want to, like... Wiley Files? I don't even know. Like, I want to watch, like... stupid people. Dumb theory. I want to watch, like, dumb theories while I, like, play Final Fantasy. What the fuck? Why is the first one cartoon... Why do I care about cartoons? Discover the root.
I mean, I know there's this, like, one guy that made, like, a bunch of SpongeBob conspiracy theories.
I wanna find people who are legitimately, like, thinking that we're in a simulation. Those people are funny as shit. Simulation theory. I want to watch, like, videos about it. Hold on. 8 years ago, the simulation argument. I want to find last hour simulation videos. Okay, this isn't last hour. Okay, maybe like people talking about, I don't know, maybe like crazy people videos.
Okay.
Ooh, maybe I should just watch true crime. Like I always do anyway.
Oh yeah. Smart.
I mean, at least. Yeah, but I have to talk, otherwise people are gonna think I'm stealing content. You laugh, you lose.
Talk.
Dude, all this shit is like brain rot. Oh my god. Rush. Family Guy trailer. Dude, I want to see some like raw shit. Am I the only person who talks on your streams? Sure, I don't care.
Okay.
You can be here or not. What's the point? Life's so crazy.
That's fine.
Musica HD. This is some bullshit. I can't find anybody good. My feed is so fucked.
Okay.
What am I supposed to listen to? I don't know. Welcome to the modern internet. It's been pronounced dead for years. Ooh, let's see if I can do like dead internet theory.
I mean, those are a dime a dozen.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know. People. What's a good conspiracy theory? Aliens? No, that's not even a conspiracy theory. True crime. Dude, if I don't talk, YouTube's gonna... Ethan Klein is gonna sue me.
Uh-huh. Man, should I even watch anything? No, I want to watch something. I want to talk about something. Like, I don't want to sit there and then, like, do nothing. Because I'm going to look like fucking... I'm going to look like whatever her face is. Denims? Oh, no. KC Tron or whatever. Where?
And I've already watched all, like, the Hassan Piker, like, lolcow videos. Woman watches fiance drown and celebrates his death? No way. Chris Hansen? What the fuck? Chris Hansen doing shit again?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Angelica? That is a fucking... Would you drown someone named Angelica? That's pretty brutal. Angela.
That does sound like a pretty drownable name.
Oh my god, I'm looking at this like cheesecake
Factory?
Yeah. Oh my god. You think I'll get sued if I just watch Wojak videos in the background? I mean, who the fuck watches those?
You definitely.
Do you think people will just not watch my stream if I put Wojak videos in the background? You know what? I'm just gonna put Wojak videos in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's not smart. Like, I wanna... Sad boy host hour. Let's see if I do sad boy. Sad boy hours, 3 a.m. Why did Rapture Talk happen? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, apparently it's like some random dude from Africa.
What if you could taste the movie?
Like that's where it all started.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
I want to see this Rapture Talk shit. I'm a little late to the party.
It's just so easy to manipulate people. Are you sure they're stressing the third syllable? I mostly heard angelic pronounced Angelica. I don't know. I was wrong about the rapture. I don't want to listen to fucking Penguin Zero. Babe, remember, grass is green.
This is true.
I'm gonna watch a random woman talk about it and maybe...
Hi.
Or art, or physics.
56 minutes? That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Very insane.
On whether or not I even wanted to make this video, because if you've been here for a while, you probably know that I have.
I can't wait to
extensive
figure out what
history
Jessie's gonna
of
buy me
growing
for
up in
dinner.
an extremely religious Christian family. I was a Christian for over 25 years, like devout.
Okay, hold on. Maybe I should turn the... Are you watching a video?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out where to find the video I wanted to watch.
Oh shit, my stream is on. You wanna watch this with me? You wanna listen to this with me?
No, I want to. I at least want to like find something like educational, like I can watch.
For what? Your points?
Yeah. But I also know I can't multitask.
Huh?
But I also know I can't multitask.
You can't multitask?
I thought that was one of the rules.
No, you can.
Oh.
As long as you're getting it done, who cares?
Oh.
The only rule is you can't...
Oh, right. Oh, I thought that's what you meant by no extracurricular.
No. So you can't do extracurricular stuff during work. Everything else is fine.
Okay.
You don't get... Besides, like, eating or whatever.
Right.
Like, you can't just get points for doing something when you're supposed to work.
That's fair.
Okay, let me listen to this bitch, bro.
And then I finally left the church, and I'm still on a deconstructing journey, and probably.
Bro, she looks like she used to be Christian. Anybody with colored hair used to be part of a Christian background. Let's just get out of the way.
Will be on a deconstructing journey for the rest of my
The fuck is a deconstructing journey? Babe, I want to go on a deconstruction journey. What does that mean?
It's basically deconstruct. It's generally when people deconvert from one of the major religions and pretty much have to unlearn the beliefs they were taught from that religion.
Okay.
Specifically, the more harmful beliefs.
I think she just said she was Christian.
Probably past tense.
life. But never fear if you click on this video thinking it was just going to be,
I don't
like
care
a
what you
Christian
what you say. That's
circle.
a
That
banger
was
hair,
not my intention. That's not what we're here for.
I don't...
or rather banger hairstyle,
I don't understand... Huh?
or rather banger hairstyle.
I don't understand how people just keep falling for this rapture shit. We cannot be this dumb.
Unfortunately, a large section of society is in fact that dumb.
I'm not trying to be
Just remember,
anybody.
a
I'm not
large
trying to
chunk of
push
the
my
American
beliefs on anybody.
population
I'm really
can
not trying to
only
insult
meet at
anybody.
5th grade
this
level.
video is meant to be a retelling of the events
It's
of
like
the Great
almost
Rapture of
50%.
2025,
Wow.
a mass religious
I think
psychosis
40
event that took over
The American
TikTok
dream
in
is that
September
stupid
of
people can get
2025. But I
successful.
also do
Yes.
want to give some information about what the rapture supposedly is.
I don't even know what I'm doing in Final
From.
Fantasy, honestly.
As easy as it's going to be to laugh at
Besides
some of
mashing
these
buttons?
videos because of how absolutely ridiculous they are, this is actually a very
Bro, that
sad
AI
look into
shit.
the reality that comes from a lifetime of indoctrination in extremely religious circles. Like, I am genuinely sad for the people I'm going to be showing you today. But before we watch all these videos, here's a little history on the rapture. So the details of this event.
I just don't get the concept of brainwashing.
I mean, which part of it?
All of it. I might be psychopathic.
Are kind of left to
Babe, if you were a
personal
psychopath,
interpretation, and
I
many
would be
Christians are going to
right
tell
now.
you different things. But basically, the idea is that Jesus Christ is going to make his comeback. He's going to hang out in the clouds, and the angels are going to start playing their trumpets, and all of the believers on earth, including ones who have already died but are going to be resurrected, are going to fly into the sky to meet Jesus, which triggers the end times. That event is the rapture. According to scripture, the rest of us get quote unquote left behind to experience the Great Tribulation, which is supposed to just be a series of horrific events leading to the reveal of the Antichrist, which Jesus will then.
Okay. I'm just gonna say this. Like, if there was an Antichrist, he'd probably be chill as fuck. I mean, think about it. That motherfucker gonna get baked, bruh.
Return once again with an army to defeat the Antichrist, and they're going to fight for 1,000 years. And then the earth is going to split open and reveal a lake of fire where all of the non-raptured people will face the judgment of Jesus and his new band of angels, and they'll either be given salvation or thrown into the lake of fire. And then the earth as we know it will be destroyed, and Jesus and his followers will be given a new heaven, a new earth, where they can live with Jesus in perfection.
Why hasn't the rapture happened?
Because the rapture hasn't happened.
That shit sounds dope as fuck.
Without sin for eternity. At least that's how I understood it growing up. Also,
You
there's
get
some
to
beast
be-
from the sea that's supposed to pop up in there somewhere, which
You
modern
get to be in a war for like 1,000 years and then go to hell. Like, what the fuck?
day Christians also keep trying to prove exists every time a bunch of dead fish wash up somewhere, or when whales beach themselves, or there's a mass migration of sea animals. Those events usually spark speculation of the end times via the emergence of the Leviathan that's going to proceed to eat like entire continents. No, really, some people
The
legit.
Leviathan, I don't understand how mythology and humanity the Leviathan shit is insane.
Oh, absolutely.
No, because like there was like a geopolitical concept of the whole Leviathan.
Yeah.
I forgot well. What's it called? Geopolitical Leviathan. This is a Leviathan. Sovereign state. Maritime Leviathan. This theory of Leviathan. It's a trading superpower that controls the world ocean. Hobbies around social construct where individuals surrender to some of their rights to powerful absolute security. Let's see. The all-powerful say, yeah, the biblical sea monster, but there was a
Legitimately think giant land masses under the sea are the actual serpent, even though you can clearly see the little islands popping up along the ridge. Like, those are underwater mountains and valleys, guys. Come on.
There seems to be like 2 eyes or something like that, and then these are like the nostrils, and apparently it's just coming.
Dude, no way. This guy is going on Google fucking Maps, and he's just like, look at these islands. They're 2 eyes, and it looks like this. Therefore, there's a Leviathan. I love
out of the
people,
ocean,
dog.
and that's how big it is.
Sometimes they can just be
While the second coming
humorously
of Christ
stupid.
is basically the backbone of the entire religion and is indeed biblical. There's going to be a day where millions of people worldwide disappear to go be with Jesus thing isn't. This idea of some kind of mass salvation event was actually thought up in the 1830s. Yes, 1830 years after Jesus is supposed.
I'm surprised that raptures didn't come earlier than 1830.
The death. And it's also really important to note that this particular idea is actually very specific to American evangelicalism. Most other sects of
Wait, so you're telling me that stupid medieval people didn't fall for a fucking rapture? That's
Yeah.
insane. Dude, America is so dumb sometimes.
Yeah.
Christianity that we see worldwide don't believe in the rapture, although I am willing to admit that there are certainly select few.
Dude, I used to think that 2012 would be the end of the world because I was like fucking 12. Dude, imagine how much trauma like you give to a child when like you're just like, oh, there's the rapture. That's like fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, people have absolutely been traumatized.
Dude. I wonder if Jewish people believe in the rapture.
No. It's mainly a Christianity concept. In fact, it's exclusively Christianity. Well, at least the rapture.
like? No, Jews don't believe in the Christian When was the concept of rapture created? Was it in the Bible?
Kind of.
Oh, no. So it says in the... Oh, wait, the rapture. As understood today of... in the 1830s. Just millennium stuff. Yeah, in the 1830s. Such a distinct and secret... Oh, not part of Christian tradition. It's a part of Christian tradition that like every couple years there's a rapture day. I don't believe it.
Does that believe as well? Because, you know, I'm going to be featuring a couple Australians in this video. But generally, the idea is specific to America. It's no secret that many people who label themselves as Christians have never actually read the Bible, apart from the handful of cherry-picked verses that the congregations like to repeat.
That's so funny. A bunch of Christians, they say, oh, they basically never read the Bible.
Over and over and over.
I don't think Christians are shitty people.
What?
I don't think Christians are shitty people, though.
Studied the Bible
Not as a
will tell
whole.
you that this rapture
But,
event isn't
but for
biblical,
every
and I
per-
think that
There's many
would provide
sects
a lot
as
of-
people.
Huh?
There are as many branches of Christianity as people.
Can I make one up?
Theoretically.
Really? Just like off the top of my head?
I mean, it doesn't need to have a name.
Alright, I'm gonna make my own Jesus. I'm gonna personalize my Jesus.
Yeah.
Where basically, you cannot be a naughty boy. Or you won't get Christmas gifts, guys. Don't get Christmas. So, what was I wonder what the first rapture was like. What was the first rapture hoax like? Because, like, you gotta understand, like, this is the 1830s. Can I just Wikipedia? Oh, the Margaret McDaniel version in 1830, where she described the church being raptured. This charismatic revelation was brought to the United States by John Darby, and later popularized by forming the basis of modern. The idea, the secret, the rapture was not a hoax in the sense of deliberate deception from the start, but rather relatively new doctrine based on specific revelation that lacked biblical foundation and was not teaching of the early church. So people really just be making shit up?
Yes.
Dude. I would hate to I would hate to offend anybody. I watched this video by Mr. Beat. Do you know who Mr. Beat is?
Oh yeah, you showed me these videos before.
Oh my god, you know what? Instead of watching true crime, I could watch his videos. Because those motherfuckers put me to sleep fast. The idea of church being taken out of the world. So what happens, why it's considered a hoax? Misinterpretation. That's what it always is, guys.
Of American evangelicals. But the idea came about from this guy, John Nelson Darby, a Bible teacher who was super influential in 19th century Christianity. He published his own translation of the New Testament, and then after his death, some of his students used Darby's principles to make a new translation of the Old Testament.
Dude, okay, I know he are you seeing how clean this Bible looks, baby? Dude.
Damn.
Like, he rewrote his own Bible. This shit's crazy.
Which Bible is this?
The Derby version.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Derby?
So honestly, if this is how all his Bibles look, I mean, I believe in the rapture too.
Okay.
Babe, I officially believe in the rapture.
Even from one of the Derby brothers?
The Darby Bible, which
That's
some
true.
denominations still reference today. And Darby's ideas were then
Darby.
reinterpreted by
Maybe he has a
local
stand.
Christian denominations. Because of this, you're probably going to see comments even on this video itself that you're watching.
I will say this. All those fucking master debaters, like, they're not like, it's not like they're attracted to these type of women, but it's like, and the woman's not attracted to them, but it's like JoJo stands. Like, whenever they see one, they're like naturally supposed to be there. It's like, okay, like if you see a stand user, right? Like if you know there's another stand user, there's like also another stand user because stands are like tracked to each other. But you have a master debater, and then like, I don't know, like a Christian like person who's, what's it called, deconstructing themselves. They're always gonna meet. Like, it's always gonna happen. Something's always gonna happen.
Of people being like, actually, but again, it's up to interpretation. Christians fight back and forth about this.
And her hair looks like, she looks like a furry.
Each other's circles all the time. I mean, they can't even agree on if they're all going to actually fly into the sky.
Me when I'm raptured out of the world.
All see the rapture
That's
happening,
funny.
or if they're all just going to disappear in an instant. Some people even argue whether or not you're going to be raptured.
Do you think people making memes about it? If someone made a meme about, if somebody made a meme, I just had this thought and I can't. If somebody genuinely believes that they're getting raptured and then they make a meme about it, dude, that would be like fucking comedy gold.
Captured with your clothes on or not. Although I do find the idea of looking out the window to see thousands of naked people flying in the sky to be pretty funny. Specifically,
Dude, if you've ever been on a plane, you lose all your faith in God like real fast.
there are a
Wait,
few
why?
chunks of
Because you're literally in the sky and you realize how much land there is and you're just like, the fuck? What is all this shit? What?
Oh yeah, damn.
text here and there in the Bible that Christians do like to point to that confirm to them an actual rapture event happening. Those instances, however, are easily debunked when you're looking at them in context alongside their original translations. And I'm not going to get into any of that in this video because ultimately, this video isn't meant to be a Bible history lesson. But yeah, I looked them all up. I looked into the background of each verse that was.
Dude, I'm so glad I'm not on TikTok.
Why?
Because every day I find something that's stupid.
Specifically cited to me.
I thought you
and I found
liked
that all of
stupid
them were
things.
either misunderstood, mistranslated, or just taken out of context entirely. But one thing I did have shoved down my throat as a child growing up in a very religious household was the verse Matthew 24:36, which reads, "But about that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father." This verse is suggesting that the only person who knows the date and time of Christ's second coming is God himself. Like Jesus supposedly doesn't even know. He's just kind of sitting up there in heaven waiting for God.
Only God knows when the rapture is going to happen. Jesus doesn't even know. So Jesus is going to be like one morning, and then like he's going to get a text from God, and he's going to be like, dude, really? Today? I had plans.
To be like this. I'm obviously making a joke here. It's more nuanced. than
Why do you
that.
think there
But
hasn't been a
the
rapture yet?
existence of this one specific verse
'Cause Jesus
shouldn't
don't wanna
we
do
all
the shit he's
assume
supposed to do.
That no one knows
He got distracted.
So why have we historically seen predictions come and go time after time after time? And personally, in my 34 years of living, I've experienced many supposed rapture events that were supposed to happen and never did. And you know how they say, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Well, if God is real, he is certainly laughing at his followers.
God is real. God is real. Is real. is real.
It's a hell of a lot.
Yes,
right now.
this is
Okay,
real.
So why did so many Christians think that the rapture was going to happen on
Is
September
real.
23rd, 2025?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's because of this guy named Joshua.
When in doubt, just blame Israel. All your problems will.
I mean, they won't go away, but you will have a nice scapegoat.
Israel. It is real.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. But he is a South African pastor that appeared on a podcast uploaded to the YouTube channel called Sent Twins TV on July 21st, 2025, where he says the following. And just so you know, I do.
Guys, so it could just be anybody that says when the rapture is coming. Alright, guys, the rapture is coming in 5 months. Alright, guys, spend all your car. The rapture.
And to help him spread the message, give him a bunch of money.
Guys, yeah, that's right. Bad luck. Oh yeah, and if you're gay, you know, if you're gay, huh?
But don't worry, my homie Jesus gave us the G pass, so you can get your way in heaven.
What? I'll grab that. What? The door is closed.
Are we too loud?
Yeah, apparently.
Oops.
Door is closed. Yeah, so anyways, like I was saying, like, I totally forgot. Oh yeah, so you could basically just say, oh yeah, the world is going to end in like 5 months. Oh gosh. Maybe we should have got that sound for the cat. Wait a minute. I have an idea. 1 sec. Okay. Cool. Alright. Now where was I? Oh yeah.
Chop this up a little bit so I don't get a copyright strike. But anyway, here's the clip.
The day he's talking about, if you know that scripture, is the coming of the day. It is not a random day, it's a specific day. It's a day that when you move, you will see that day is approaching. As I said to you,
The signs.
the 23rd and the 24th of September.
Joshua goes on to explain that it's 2 days because it has to do with the new moon, and depending on what part of the world you're in, the new moon will occur
The new moon.
on either the 23rd or the 24th, apparently. But these dates also fall on Rosh Hashanah, which is the new year in Judaism, and it lasts a few days. He also uses this to be like, see, Jesus says we don't know the exact day or hour, so it can be either of those 2 days. Such a cop-out, and honestly, it's wild to me that people just heard him say this and just took it and ran with it. But anyway, I'll have the original video linked down below if you want to go watch it. Joshua kind of goes off for a long time trying to explain his reasoning behind these specific dates.
'Cause
So
people
I
just
don't think it's
believe
important to
anything.
include here, but if you want to go watch it,
Yeah.
down below. Anyway, that's basically all of the backstory that I think is relevant. So now let's get into the public's reaction of this prediction. Christian TikTokers went wild. There's not much else that I could say to describe what happened. So buckle in, because we're about to experience a mass religious psychosis here together. Other terms used to describe what we're about to see here are spiritual psychosis and religious delusions. But all
You can
of those
also
terms
put
basically-
mania. You can put mania in there.
the same
What?
thing, and it refers to
Spiritual.
a
Spiritual psychosis.
psychological
Oh,
condition.
yeah.
Claims of religious persecution. I feel like who gets okay, I'm sorry, but in America, who is being persecuted? I feel like the pastor's always like, guys, we're persecuted. Do Christians ever get persecuted?
In like the Middle East and China.
Yeah, but like, why
That's
is
about it.
why is American Christians always think they're getting like? I swear, like, maybe I've been to a church once or twice, but they're all talking about like Christian persecution. Maybe I've seen it in a movie or something.
I mean, it kind of stems from the root of Christianity, where like at first they were kind of like, well, persecuted, and really just like shamed away, believing in Jesus Christ.
I just remember that one story, and they were like, I think I was like really young, but they were like, guys, like that one guy with the lion, or that one Christian, he died because of a lion because you know he was in a coliseum because he believed in Jesus, but he died.
Yes.
I was like, man,
That'd be crazy.
where's Jesus? Like,
There's hallucinations
I
and
don't know, he's
delusions
probably
of religious
resting on a
things.
hammock
They
somewhere.
have a distorted
Maybe like
perception of
Jupiter.
reality, and they find it difficult to differentiate between what
Jupiter
is real
where
and
you
what
get
is
stupider.
imagined. People who
Where are you
suffer from
going?
religious psychosis usually have disorganized thoughts and
Make sure you put the
significant
blanket up.
behavioral
Also
changes
take this.
that can be brought on by other mental health disorders, but also cultural influences, which is where today's topic definitely is stemming from. Religious psychosis is not a
oh yeah,
standalone
by the
diagnosis.
Romans too.
Because it usually is just a manifestation of other symptoms of psychosis in a person who consumes predominantly religious content, whether it be books, media, or even in their own social circles. But usually it winds up with the person being convinced that they're a prophet, or they're hearing voices that they can attribute to the voice of God. And this kind of situation can make those suffering from it commit harmful actions against themselves or others, which actually can wind up being a very dangerous situation. Take the case of Lori Vallow. Like, I'm not going to say anything else about that case. It upsets me to no end.
Who the
but
fuck is
that
Lori
specific
Vallow?
case is a very clear and extreme example of someone under religious psychosis. And I hope that none of the people that we're going to be focusing on here in this video end up going to similar lengths. Now, some of the videos we're about to watch are pretty lighthearted, and most of them were compiled onto this TikTok account called Rapture Clownery Archive. I'm telling you right now, though, it's not all fun and games. But we will start with the less disturbing content. Take this woman, Sonia, who has since privated her TikTok account, so I can't go look into her backlog of content, but she started posting.
She looks like she looks. Bruh, her profile picture, bruh. Hold on.
Compiled onto this TikTok account called Rapture Clownery Archive. I'm telling you right now, though, it's not
like a
all fun and
rapture.
games. But
Where?
we will start with the less disturbing content. Take this woman, Sonia.
Dude, she looks like she would believe in the rapture.
Who has since privated her TikTok account, so I can't go look into her backlog of content, but she started posting these rapture trip tips, and they're just silly. It almost makes you question if she's trolling or if she's legitimately convinced that she'll be raptured soon. She gives tips like wear a brand new pair of underwear on Rapture Day so that you're not remembered for your old stinky nasty underwear when you disappear and all your clothes float back down to earth.
Rapture trip tips. I recommend you go out and buy a couple fresh packs of undies to wear for the next month. Throw all the old underwear away. Imagine after you've been harpazoed, your clothes float back down.
That's
You don't
so
want someone's
weird.
last impression of you to be your...
Dude, I don't think she honestly believes in all that shit. I need to find something that clears paralysis.
old underwear.
Or telling soon-to-be rapturees that that if they want to prepare their loved ones
Rapturees.
for their upcoming departure, but they don't want to sound too super serious about it, just throw some silly little jokes into everyday conversation.
Another way to help prepare people that you might go missing because you're harpazoed without looking crazy is to leave subtle hints during conversation. How about brunch this Sunday? That sounds great. I'll be there.
I got enough ether.
Unless Jesus calls me up and I get raptured.
But if you don't want to sound crazy at all, don't tell people you're going to be raptured, but instead you can do these simple things.
You don't want to tell people you're going, because maybe they'll think you're crazy. And what if you're still here after September? You gotta save face. You still want people to know what happened to you. Leave a note on your mirror with a dry erase marker. When someone finally breaks into your house to see if you're okay, someone will find the note.
I can't believe that somebody like this lives in a big house like this. The fuck?
I'm okay, I'm with Jesus. Don't take the mark of the beast. Save a note as a screensaver on your phone. Carry a folded piece of paper, a note in your pocket.
I want to do that.
Pre-write letters and keep them in your purse or backpack.
That's right.
People are going to check the 3 Ps
I want to see if I do all that.
immediately after you go. They're going to go through your pockets, your purse, and your phone.
They're going to run your
Money,
pockets.
you might as well leave them a useful note, like a gospel message, or don't take the mark of the beast.
She even makes biblical references to God turning Lot's wife into a pillar of salt for looking back on the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah while they were trying to escape.
When you finally start moving up into the air, I recommend that you don't hold on to anything. I definitely don't recommend looking down. I think we learned that lesson from Lot's wife. Okay. Just keep calm, take a deep breath, slowly release it, and keep your face looking upwards. And pray you're not on the toilet.
Or you could be like this lady who insists.
Dude, why is she putting like comedy into that? That's so weird. If you're on the toilet and you get raptured, bruh.
That you wear your Jesus merch so that God knows you're serious.
Your Jesus merch. That's hilarious.
About being raptured.
I just want to encourage anyone who does
Your
believe
Jesus merch.
in the rapture and you believe that it's going to happen soon to just be more bold about your faith. Wear your stuff like this, wear your Jesus shirts and all that.
She also tells people that they need to unlock their phones so that when people ultimately come looking for them to find out what happened to them, they're able to look at their phones and see their notes and everything. But then she says, oh, I can't do that because I have bills to pay.
Don't forget to unlock your phone because I know a lot of people are writing letters or maybe even just doing things on their phone like in the notes and
No. She looks like she goes to the gym. I don't understand how people are healthy, but then they look like this woman looks healthy. I think. I don't know.
whatever.
I don't
unlock your
genuinely
phone. Like I
believe.
couldn't do that because I have bills.
I don't genuinely believe she thinks.
Maybe I still need that information. So I just wrote my phone, my code on a piece of paper with a little message, and I took a picture of it and I made that the screensaver on my phone.
Why do you care about paying your bills if you're about to be raptured? Like, I don't understand these people. Other TikTokers
got bills in heaven.
started recording all of their rapture preparations and asking the real practical questions.
What are we doing, like with our houses, for the people who are left behind? Because assuming that I'm raptured, what are we doing? Or, I'm thinking like,
I feel like the people who are making these TikToks would be staying on Earth.
do I leave my Bibles like on my kitchen island? Do
And I think it is the psychosis shit.
I leave like my wallet out?
Imagine being her kid right there. Jesus.
Do I like write notes on the
Dude, that kid is gonna grow up.
mirrors? Like, what are we doing to warn and prepare the ones who are left behind that this is real, this is what happens?
And the next obvious thing to do would be to leave out a list of things to leave in your home to help people survive the Great Tribulation, including medicine, water, all the codes to get into various parts of your home, and oh, we can't forget the ammo
Should've doxed
stockpile
those.
that they appear to have sitting in a home filled with children. Another funny thing about this woman is her TikTok handle, which would have made me assume that she's being satirical, that she's some kind of troll, if it weren't for the actual content that she puts out. But her TikTok handle is Stop with the Butthole Cramp. I don't know about you, but if I were Jesus, that's the social media handle I would choose too. But anyway,
Dude, social media.
these TikTokers
Jesus has a
took their
whole.
rapture preparations very seriously by laminating note cards explaining to those who have come looking for them where they went. And I find this so interesting because, like, here in America anyway, Christianity is everywhere. Most people understand that Christians are awaiting the second coming of Jesus, even though maybe they may not know all the details. But if millions of people suddenly disappeared after Rapture Talk went viral, I think it's pretty clear that those of us who...
You know, there should be a rapture on TikTok. Like, they should just ban a bunch of accounts. You
were
never
left
love
behind
them.
would at least consider that maybe it was a Jesus thing. We don't need your note cards though, girly pop. I want to watch a few
Girly
of this
pop.
girl's videos because they're short and more Gen Z type of content, so she kind of made her rapture content semi-entertaining, so here's just a little compilation.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do if it doesn't happen? What are you gonna do if it does happen? I think that's the much more important question. When you're in a burning house, you don't say, well,
I mean,
people said this house was on fire before, but it wasn't. They say, oh my goodness, this house is on fire. And I'm radically accepting that God chooses to lift the veil for specific people, to give them the eyes to see and the ears to hear based on their heart posture. And he has to do that. The cold are cold.
I honestly am speechless. I don't know what she's doing. Oh my Oh my god. That should be my fucking This should be my fucking like wow. That is hilarious. Oh my god. That is so funny.
Who are you most excited to meet when you go to heaven? Number one answer is Jesus Christ, obviously, and the Father and Holy Spirit, and see how that whole triune looks in the eternal, right? My grandma just went missing. What? That's crazy. You know one of them that went missing? Dude, I feel like that was the rapture. Like, didn't a bunch of Christians just say that the rapture would happen? Come on. Experts debunked the rapture.
That's on the
Scientists.
Disney Channel.
Yeah, but okay, seriously, this is outdated. Now you sound like one of those crazy Christians. It's such an old book. Oh, I would absolutely rather take up my cross daily and act in my faith than care about whether or not the world rejects me and thinks I am insane. The same world that tormented me my entire life?
Bro, she's the reason why liberals exist, bro. That kid is gonna grow up to be a fucking furry.
The same world that when I wasn't a
Fucking white people threat.
Christian hated me anyways and taught me to hate myself in order to seek love. I sought love in the world, didn't find it, had a nightmare of a time. Yeah, but like at what point do we start believing the Christians? Like, I don't know. Are you seriously going to be a threat to mankind and not take the mark? That's how we ensure we're safe. And you're not going to be able to buy food without it. Yeah, that, I don't know, it just sounds a little bit like the mark of the beast that they also said would be rolling out.
Oh gosh.
You're a bigot. I was just thinking to myself,
Dude, how many
I'm
TikToks did she have?
I'm literally tearing up with laughter at meeting John and Peter together and asking them about the long lost beef because now they're in a state of no animosity, no beef, no... It's just gonna be so funny. Like, tell us about the beef. We can see those things. They're aliens. That was the reason for it. I don't know, man. Didn't they say that we would see them? Didn't they say that they would be ancient demons and that those things aren't aliens? Bro, NASA said that they might not.
But
soon there will be no suffering, mourning, emotional pain, just love in the presence of our Savior. So sign me up. See, it's going on to me. Sign me up. Oh my gosh. I was insane. The life I was living before was genuinely insane, and no one told me I was being crazy then. But now I have found freedom and love and salvation, and now I'm crazy? Okay. I've done it all. I'm good. Can I get an amen? Amen.
And what about those who are believers but are married to non-believers? Well, you could be like this lady who's preparing for her husband to be left behind by doing things like creating a stockpile of food for him and putting money in a Bible and hiding it in his underwear drawer, I guess. Anyway, this guy sold his car because he won't need it anymore.
They're taking it? Oh, this is my baby, man. This has been my baby for years. But she's gotta go. I won't need her beyond September because I'm going home where my father
I'm going
is.
home.
I'm catching a flight to heaven in September anyway. I won't need the car.
I admit this video looks like satire, and he could just be trading in his old car for a new one or something, but also his TikTok account claims that he's a prophet, and he has a lot of content.
Are you serious?
What's that the Bible says about false prophets? Oh, who knows? But some of his videos are like 45 minutes long, talking about the rapture, and I am not sitting through those, but I'm pretty sure he's serious, because he also posted a video showing his bike that he'll have to be using as transportation now that his car is gone. And then there's this lady who lost her freaking job, and she thinks it's because God is preparing her to be home with her family on Rapture Day. She says she was a nurse, so maybe it's a good thing that she's no longer caring for people while experiencing such delusions.
My husband wanted me to request off work for September 23rd. So I requested off, and it was denied. Thursday in the car, I prayed, and I asked God, whenever the rapture happens, whether it is next week, next month, next year, can you please just arrange things?
God is still writing your story. Well, apparently it'd be the end of the story.
I asked that he would let me part.
What'd you do downstairs? Clean the kitchen or something?
Yeah.
Can you make sure the blanket's all the way on the top?
Or not start, or
Hmm?
in bad weather or something where work would be canceled. Just throwing out some options. About 4 hours later, I was fired. And I was fired for something that has been going on for over 6 months, but suddenly became a problem now. Instead of being upset about not having a job, all I felt was peace. Instead of being at work next week, I'm going to be home with my family the entire week.
One thing I want to point out,
when you don't have a job and you need food. Dumbass.
is that some of these people are posting signs up in their homes to help those who are left behind. While this seems harmless at first, now consider the fact that many of these homes have children, multiple children. Imagine being a child having to walk around a home that is plastered with signs meant to help people who are going to use your home as shelter after you and your family have been forcefully removed from it. That is...
I mean, they still have a lot of food. It's canned food, but it's... Dude, I think canned food is the grossest thing that humanity has ever created. Shit, I thought you were looking at me.
Scary. And it can
Banana
actually
candy, can you
lead
look
to
at
a
me?
real psychological phenomenon called
Can we get much higher?
rapture anxiety. Rapture anxiety manifests within people who were raised as children in sects of Christianity that believe in the rapture, leading to an irrational fear that they'll be left behind while the rest of their family is taken to heaven. Other fears include not being able to live your full life, and that fear can follow people into their adulthood. And I think we're seeing that manifest itself in some of these people. But even more upsetting is the children who are actively being indoctrinated by this faith, knowing that they have a parent who is chaotically running around preparing for the end times. It's very sad, and they'll likely grow up to have religious trauma to sort through. An extremely sad example of this is the following video. When I first saw this video re-shared to Instagram, I was like, what is wrong with this baby? The baby looks fine, it looks totally healthy. Why is this mother saying goodbye? And why is she smiling? Like, the whole thing was super weird to me. Guys, the kid's fine. She's just saying goodbye to her baby because she thinks she's about to get raptured.
That's
now, my
crazy.
understanding is that babies are supposed to get raptured alongside their parents, so maybe she's just like pre-mourning this earthly life that they were supposed to have together that was cut very, very short. But I do also recognize that maybe she believes that they're going to be separated somehow. I'm about to play the video. It's only 10 seconds long, but just know it's probably going to break your heart and it's probably going to infuriate you.
I am so honored. Do you love me? You have been such a gift, and I will see you in heaven.
Of course,
Dude, I think all these people making these rapture TikToks, I don't think they believe anything. I think they're just jumping onto the hype. They're trying to get clicks and views.
Probably.
Hey guys, it's me. So, I was just joking about the whole rapture thing. Y'all can fucking go. Honestly, that just sounds like a great idea.
with all of these videos popping up all over the platform, commenters started poking fun at these people, which led to some believers to pick up their phone and angrily press the record button.
The rapture will happen on September 23rd and the 24th, one of those 2 days. The people who love Jesus, who can't wait for him to come, they are about to meet their king. They are about to meet their...
Okay, but I'm sorry, but like, let's say you did meet, like, a whole bunch of people, like, met Jesus, right? I don't think Jesus would give a fuck about anybody. He'd just be like, bruh.
Savior, their Lord. But for you, mocker and scoffer, I am concerned for you.
Mocker and scoffer.
You, in your pride, will not even ask God if this is from him. Because I promise you, if you did, you would see it is from him. And then have the audacity to call yourself a Christian. Woe to you, hypocrites! Repent! Wake up!
This guy does not have a job. He is totally cooked.
Wake up! Repent and see what is going on. You have the audacity, to call yourself a Christian and then go against and smite your fellow brethren. I give you 1,000,000,000% certainty because these words are not mine. They are from Almighty God. The rapture will take place on September 23rd and the 24th. You have a choice. Are you going to repent or are you going to believe?
Babe, I'm gonna repent.
Okay, have fun.
Left behind.
Now, this
I'm
guy
repenting.
specifically
I don't want to
is
be
mad
left
at his
behind.
fellow Christians who pointed out that verse that I brought up earlier, the one from Matthew 24, that says that only God knows the day and the hour. So that verse is obviously biblical, like it came from the Bible. But as I said earlier, the actual rapture event is not biblical at all. So I find it so interesting that this guy is so mad at people who share his same religious beliefs but do not believe in the same unbiblical principle that he does. Who knows if this guy has even actually read the Bible? I mean, probably not, because he's sitting up here just so certain that these dates and these words and this prophecy came from the mouth of God himself with 1,000,000,000% certainty. And those dates were obviously wrong. So I guess whichever God he thinks was telling him all of these things isn't very punctual.
I'm 1,000,000,000% certain that I'm going to bed at 10:30.
On an incredibly sad, scary, and depressing note, let's look at this TikToker, Romans 10:9-11, who has been obsessively posting about this incoming apocalyptic event. I mean, she's one of those people who posts all of those biblical conspiracy theories, and her content is hard to watch for me as someone who is forever struggling with my deconstruction journey, because it's a lot of the same kind of...
Bro, a deconstruction journey shouldn't take more than like 3 days, bro. Literally.
You would be surprised.
It's traumatizing for my deconstructive journey.
brainwashed language I grew up around and is still circulating around my family today.
You
But
laugh,
it's
but
even
there
worse
have been
because
people
she has
actually
multiple
drop that.
videos claiming that
I wasn't even laughing.
Okay, you were mocking.
I wasn't even mocking. I just said, I did not mock either. I just said, I just had a doubt.
In a funny voice.
No, I did not. I just said that these people who are going through deconstruction journeys are like, that should, I just said it shouldn't take that long.
Okay.
Okay, how long do you think it will take for someone to go through a deconstruction journey?
I mean, I've heard like anywhere from a few months to years.
Just say like, I don't believe in God. Like, what is the process?
Not only deconstructing your belief in God, but also deconstructing the beliefs from your particular religious group that stem from that belief in God.
So it's not like a switch off?
No.
That's fucking retarded.
It's how humans work, baby.
Huh?
It's how humans work, baby.
No. Humans are retarded.
her children are prophets and is convinced that God is using her children as a vessel to communicate with her.
So I fell asleep, and then I woke up to a commercial with trumpets.
All you need to do is just take Lamictal, guys.
The
Trust.
commercial, the guy said he is coming or something like that. I think it was he is coming. I was like,
Okay, but you were asleep and you just
Yes.
randomly woke up. There was no noise or anything that woke you
I
up.
don't think so.
I'm pretty sure the Lord woke you up to tell you that.
My 9-year-old has seen Jesus. She has had
What?
several visions, open-eyed visions and closed, of Jesus. So when I started, I said, I'm going to show you some pictures, and I want you to tell me if any of them look anything like Jesus as you've seen him. I started off with the Shroud of Turin, and she looked at it for a minute, and she said yes. And I said, wow, okay. And then I proceeded to show her this picture. This is a AI-generated version of what Jesus should look like based on the Shroud of Turin, and I showed that to her after the Shroud of Turin. And here is the Shroud of Turin if you haven't seen it before. So when I showed her the AI version, she said, yes, that's Jesus. And I started bawling because I haven't seen Jesus myself. I have heard the Lord's voice. I have heard him speak to my heart, and he has been in my dreams. I can feel his.
So a 9-year-old says, I've seen Jesus. Well, I can tell that kids are very creative.
Presence, and he has stood behind me.
Dude, I bet the kid only said, I've seen Jesus, because she wants attention from her mom.
Spoke, but I have not yet been able to see Jesus' face.
I know the term religious psychosis might seem offensive to some, but this woman...
Okay, I have another point about religious deconstruction, okay? So, like, I just don't think it takes that long. Like, okay, so you come up with, like, a smart thought, okay? And then that thought should kind of rapidly kind of develop really fast. Like, it should be fast. I don't get it.
No, that's not even how smart thoughts work. They're usually the result of, a bunch of building up on, like, other ideas.
Because, like, my thing is, like, okay, people have bad ideas.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it should take that long to be, like, deconstructed from that bad idea.
Human psychology is a bitch, baby.
is...
Maybe it's just chemical then?
No, not even chemical. Mental constructs.
I just feel like it's chemical.
I mean,
a very genuinely
remember, the
sad
world doesn't exist in
example
binary.
of what actual religious psychosis looks like, and I haven't even shown you the worst of it yet. As I mentioned earlier, religious psychosis can turn into some very scary situations. The fact that this woman has children that she is deeply indoctrinating is...
She has a point. Like, these motherfuckers have children.
very concerning
What?
to me. There is one
I said she has a point when she's saying, "Oh yeah, these people have children." That's like the scariest part about this whole thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
video where she mentions that her husband is already with the Lord, so obviously, dealing with the death of your husband is going to be hard on anyone, regardless of your religious beliefs or lack thereof. If I had to guess, the death of her husband probably brought on a lot of these extremist religious beliefs as a coping mechanism, which is very common, by the way. It's nothing to be ashamed of, and I totally understand why people do it.
Well, guys, it looks like my 3-year-old is prophesying again as we are riding in the truck. Hudson, my 3-year-old, sternly and just very powerfully says, "The Lord is with us." And all 6 of us just stopped and looked at each other like, did he really just say that? A couple minutes later, we turned down another street. Everything had settled since he had said that, and then all of a sudden, Hudson, who was sitting in my lap facing away from me, sat up and turned around and looked at me and said, "Jesus is coming." Turned back around, looked away. Turned back again and looked at me. "Jesus is coming." Turned around and looked away again like nothing. And again, I was like, what is going on? Then,
Dude, America is so good.
we get back from our little ride, and we are walking down the street. The kids are riding their bikes, and as he's riding away, he's saying to himself, "Those demons are done. Those demons are done." And I was like, what? Sir! Who are you talking to? I am shocked. So in a matter of
Dude, imagine her deconstruction journey, bro. At that point, I'd kill myself. Yo, if I got to a point where I'm like manipulated my kids that bad, and like literally, like, I just go, I just end myself. I wouldn't want to be on this planet anymore. That would take me 2 seconds. I'm not.
for 15 minutes, this child is preaching and prophesying and making
Yeah.
us.
If I was. Oh my god.
Very excited. It encouraged me. I'm hoping it encourages you. Jesus is coming very soon. The end of this month, as well as September, are absolutely, really the highest watch times of the year. I think besides Passover, I truly, truly believe we have to go home this year.
Her saying,
Passover is the wrong religion.
I truly believe that we have to go home this year is so terrifying to me, and I just really hope that she doesn't take matters into her own hands on this one. But the next video is even scarier because we can see her having an emotional meltdown, and she also says things like, "I'm always wondering if things in life even matter because like we're about to get raptured." It's scary.
So much of the body of Christ is under so much work.
Is she actually crying, bro?
Okay,
so if the rapture didn't happen, I just kill myself.
And I am struggling so bad in so many ways. It's to the point where it's like, what else can go wrong? There's nothing good happening right now, and I just need prayer. I'm very confused. I don't know what the Lord wants me to do about all these situations. I really truly believe we should be going home this year, but we know that we have to steward.
Christian deprogramming be like, bruh, look, bruh, God does not exist, bruh. Wow, that's fucking crazy, dog. Can you tell me exactly why? Bro, you're retarded. Oh my god, you're right.
Over our lives, over our families, everything that the Lord has given us, as if we're going to be here, for a long period of time. And so that's what I'm trying to do right now. I keep looking at everything like, this can't matter. This must not matter. Maybe this is happening because we're about to be raptured. It doesn't matter if I don't have XYZ or this is happening because we're going to get raptured in a week or a month. I'm really believing and hoping that we will be gone, but everything is falling apart. We're just struggling in every way possible. And I just keep going.
Who's we? I think you are struggling in every way possible, madame.
Going through these really dark moments where I am feeling like I cannot get out of bed. I cannot keep going.
This bitch needs to be in the hospital.
And I just keep crying out to the Lord and asking him just...
What if people were like, oh, he's so funny, because people were just like, Donald Trump, please save us, Donald Trump. Do you think Donald Trump would save you from the rapture?
What?
Do you think Donald Trump would save us from the rapture?
At an exorbitant price, yes.
For the strength of this day, I'm posting this
It'd be like Trump rapture insurance.
Yes.
because I need prayer. Majorly need prayer. And I'm posting this because I'm hoping that it will help others.
Okay, so the funniest thing about these videos is literally just like, oh, the rapture is happening, but they're making it about themselves. She's literally like, I need prayer. I mean, isn't everybody gonna fucking die?
See that other brothers and sisters are struggling and that we don't need to hide it. There's so
I mean,
much
going to the
stigma. The enemy
common
is
rapture belief, as pretty much all the good people will go to heaven and all the bad people will go to hell.
Do you think I'll go to heaven or hell?
What?
Do you think I'll go to heaven or hell?
Hell.
I'll go to heaven?
No, hell.
I'll go to hell?
Yeah.
H-E double hockey sticks?
Yeah.
That's what my aunt used to say.
Yes.
When we were kids.
The home for infinite losers.
And then now she's like, what the hell? I think Aiden and Jude tried to like debate my aunt about Christianity and shit. That bitch go to Bible study like every week throughout. Like they're so fucked.
Yeah.
And it's so hard for us. He starts feeding us these lies that we're fake, that we're not a real Christian, that we should have it
That we're fake, dude. That's crazy.
together. We're on here trying to encourage people and to help people grow and help people find the Lord. So we should have it all together, and we just really don't. I keep going and having these breakdowns when these things keep happening because it's every single day. I see no light at the end of the tunnel. There are so many problems, so many different categories that I feel like there's no other solution but to get raptured. It's so lonely and isolating to sit there and think over and over in your head, this is the problem. God, I know you're the solution, but the enemy is yelling in your other ear, telling you that you're a fraud, you're a fake Christian, you have nothing together in your life, you have no business sharing the gospel, you have no business trying to help others because your life is an utter mess. And I just need the Lord.
Honestly, I think she just wants to be raptured. Like, dude, I'm wondering if she's divorced.
To intervene because he's the only one who can
I divorced this bitch so fast.
solve all of these problems.
Dude, this is just creepy. Like, this is actually creepy at this point.
And what's also horrifying is how her comment sections have people in them saying things like this. 60 days, hold on. The video that we just watched, of course, was posted back in July, hence the 60 days thing. But giving someone that kind of unsubstantiated hope is really dangerous. And I get what the commenter was trying to do. I get that they were trying to comfort this woman, and I'm sure it did help her in that moment. But what happens at the end of the 60 days? What happens the day after the supposed rapture? What happens when Jesus doesn't come back when she expects? After being so sure, it's so likely that she would just fall back into a deep emotional pit again. Even worse than what we're seeing pictured here. This is dangerous, and honestly, like, I'm not trying to be a dick when I say this. I mean this genuinely. I think she needs some serious help, and in my opinion, she is a danger to her children as well.
Yeah, she needs to be removed from her kids.
My opinion. I think a lot of her content is a self-soothing response for her own guilt for not being a good enough Christian. In this next video, she starts crying because there are people who don't agree with her on the once saved, always saved thing.
So I'm just gonna say, every Christian deconstructionalist has to get long, colored, furry-like hair. That's just part of the program.
I know
She
a couple
brings up
of
content a lot. So again, I think that this is just
Like, with every Christian deconstruction, like, the first thing you say, try on this wig, bro. This is gonna be your hair now.
another coping mechanism for
Oh,
her.
also the hoops on the ears. That is a must. That is a must. Okay. God don't like that shit.
Or to quell the guilt.
Does God like furries? I wonder if that's a question again. Does God like furries? Based on God does not have a specific like or dislike of furry. The morality of being it there. You know what? My theory is that God is an AI program. Just like Santa Claus. Santa Claus
There's
is
this
AI.
war going on right now on social media and in the world. I think it's in the spiritual realm is why this is coming up so much.
Dude. Her husband has to be louder with Crowder.
Once saved, always saved versus you have to keep doing things or you're
Yeah,
not going
that's
to
her
stay
husband
saved.
though.
People don't see this truth. They think that they have to do stuff to get
Do you know how much clout she's gonna get for this shit?
No.
saved, to get raptured. The people, I get hundreds of messages and comments. I'm not close to God. I'm not going to get taken. I'm terrified. I just got saved. How can
Honestly, like, she should go to a real war zone. She should go to Ukraine.
Why?
Because all of her fears can just, like, could turn her into a real good soldier.
Or she'd run away crying.
Huh?
Or, she would just run away crying.
Like, I just imagine her anger, her hysteria, just going on the fucking battlefield, dude. She'd take so many lives. She'd be a fucking general.
She makes for good cannon fodder?
No, I'm not saying cannon fodder. I'm saying, like, with her rage, her passion.
I mean, running against blazing is a good way to become cannon fodder.
Huh?
Running against blazing is a good way to become cannon fodder.
I don't think so. Like, she would be crazy on the battlefield. She'd be like that one woman, like when she, like that fucking big ass woman on the dodgeball court that can fucking throw those balls so fast. And bro, she'd be like, the rapture is coming! And this kid just gets fucking like dodgeball in the face.
I be raptured? I haven't had time to build a relationship with the Lord. And that's not what the gospel says.
She literally just said, before the rapture, I haven't had time to build a relationship with the Lord. Dude, literally, dude, literally, she's been sucking the Lord's nuts for like a whole time.
And this is a highly debated part of Christianity, and it changes based on denomination. I think that she is desperately trying to comfort herself against the fear that she isn't good enough to be raptured, that she's going to be left behind, which is an anxiety that myself now as an atheist does not have. However, I will admit that that has been one of the hardest parts of deconstructing. But seeing someone else struggle with this belief is unbelievably sad to me. I get it, like I totally understand. But the exact cause of this one specific anxiety is her extremist Christian beliefs. I'm not saying that every Christian belief is extremist. I'm saying this woman is clearly an extremist Christian. And that is where this kind of anxiety is stemming from in her, because people who do not share these same beliefs don't have this anxiety. People who don't follow Christianity at all don't have this anxiety. They don't have this fear of being left behind. And we don't sit at home or in our cars and cry because we don't feel worthy. And it's strictly because of her deeply held religious beliefs. And I really hope I'm not being insulting in all of this, but it really legitimately is sad to me. Like, it really makes me sad because I understand how hard it is to deal with those thoughts, and I know how hard it is to get out of them. But yeah, up until this moment, she was obsessively making video after video after video claiming that the rapture was moments away, including suggesting that believing in something, or not believing in something for that matter, is a decision.
Time's up, guys. Give your life to Jesus.
Time's up. Time's up, Ethan.
Believe the gospel. Believe that Jesus died on the cross for your sins. Believe that he was risen again from that death by God. Confess that with your mouth and be saved. The way to be.
Dude, I can't wait for the internet historian video. That shit's gonna go crazy. if he doesn't plagiarize anything.
Ready is to believe, and that is what makes us white and sparkly clean and ready and able to be raptured when he comes. This is the most important thing you will ever do. The most important decision you will ever make.
She also gets really upset when people see things differently than she does.
To all the people who are making this trend about God didn't do this for you, your mom did. God didn't do this for you, you earned it. God didn't do, shut up.
But don't worry, guys. God gave her personal confirmation himself that the September 2025 rapture was definitely going to happen by way of iCarly. No, I'm not kidding.
I sat outside and started praying to the Lord. And I said, Lord, I'm still seeking you for confirmation one way or the other. I want to know from you personally whether we are going home in September 2025 or not. My 13-year-old daughter came out of the house. She was cleaning her room and listening to music on her Alexa. Her and I have not been feeling well for the last few days, so we've been binge watching iCarly. Yes, I know. I'm so old. So while she was cleaning her room, she said, Alexa, play songs from iCarly. She wanted to listen to the theme song and things like that. But Alexa said back to her, playing songs by people from iCarly. And this is the song that popped up. I'm coming home, tell the world I'm coming. Wow, right? I'm coming home. I'm coming home, tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom away.
You know what's crazy? Like, why do the people who believe in the rapture just kill themselves and then go to heaven?
I mean, because that's not part of the, like, prophesized rapture. Because
it just,
like, God and Jesus will do the uprising.
It just feels like the ultimate scapegoat.
Waits, and they have forgiven my mistakes.
So there have been cults that did do exactly
If that does not scream Jesus
feels like
to you, I don't know what will.
I mean, she actually does have a lot of videos that are like, here's this sign that the rapture is coming. And most of them are very, like, insignificant coincidences, like seeing the numbers 9 and 23 all over the place, or having a dream about the rapture. Or her kid said something that she thought was a sign, I guess. Because, you know, kids never say weird, unhinged things, ever.
So he showed her the vision of us being raptured to heaven, and then us playing basketball in heaven with Jesus and my husband, and then spoke.
She's playing basketball with Jesus, right? Jesus be hooping.
Rosh Kodesh to her. She had no clue what it meant, but it meant new moon. And the next new moon would be at Feast of Trumpets. And Feast of Trumpets is celebrated because of the new moon. I received the verse of the day from my pastor the other day, and this is what I saw. Do you see what I see? I get this with 923, and not to mention the verse of the day.
Dude, she's gonna be a lol cow for the rest of her life. I mean, who would ever take her seriously?
It's from Psalm 23.
After weeks of her posting about her children being prophets, and after the emotional whiplash that is portrayed in her content, people, justifiably so, started worrying about her children. We've seen a lot of disgusting things come out of people that hold similar beliefs. And the idea that she got built up so much only to be let down again by who she perceives to be God, it's scary because who is she going to take her anger and frustration out on? How is she going to try to justify this letdown to herself?
Oh
because she's
shit,
made it pretty
that
clear
is a good
that
point.
What?
She's like, oh, like, who's she gonna put her frustration on?
Sorry, what you say?
Who's she gonna put her frustration on now that, like, there's no rapture? That's an actually really good point.
She believes that.
I just don't think that, like, okay, I just don't think, like, I think she's obviously misguided. Like, she's just gonna be a liberal boogeyman for, like, a while. So, fuck. Guys, you're cooked. Everybody, you're cooked.
This life that we're living right now is just a waiting room, and that things don't really matter here because she's gonna be with Jesus in the afterlife, and that afterlife is eternal. So what we're doing here, does it even matter? But of course, she basically turned this around to be like, I'm under attack. I'm the victim. I am being hit from all sides with spiritual warfare in the form of TikTok comments.
I'm under major warfare. I was being so severely attacked last night that I was literally crying out to God and asking Him to let me quit TikTok, to let me quit social media.
But you ain't quitting TikTok.
I have been laughed at. I have been called names by big TikTokers. I have been scoffed at by...
Dude, when she dies, I want to see her brain. I just want to see how fucked up her brain is. Like, what is happening?
big TikTokers. I'm not gonna lie.
Like with Einstein's brain, they literally, like when he died, they took his brain out and then they put his brain like all over the world and shit, studied around. Like, I want to see this, her brain, but like, I just want to see how like fucking cooked it is.
Dang.
I feel weak. I feel like I can't go on. I truly believe we're gonna be raptured on the 23rd, but I feel like I can't even go on for 16 more days. I'm tired of opening my TikTok app and Facebook to try to help people come to the Lord, to try to show people how close the Lord is, and being shot at over comments and messages and people making videos about me and making fun of me.
I mean, this is really scary to me. I know I keep saying this, like it's sad, it's scary, but it really genuinely is, because she is clearly unwell and she's tying her entire existence to the idea that very soon she's going to fly up through the clouds and meet Jesus. If that mindset ever goes away, I genuinely fear for the safety of her children. On September 8th, 2025, she recorded a video that she ended up pinning to her TikTok profile.
Dude, imagine her getting arrested on Explore With Us. That would be insane. I would love to see that happen.
And ended up getting over 750,000 views. The caption says, "Are you seeing this video wondering where all the people went? Are you being told aliens abducted us, or a disease or some sort of catastrophic event took place and took our lives? I'm here to tell you that they did not. Jesus took us to heaven. The rapture happened. You have been left behind. Please follow the instructions in this video. Get a Bible as quickly as possible."
Are you seeing this video and wondering where all the people went?
Bruh, she did this at nighttime. Where did all the people go?
I am making this video because the Holy Spirit has put it on my heart to leave.
Okay, so here's the thing. So if everybody left, wouldn't she be the one who's left on Earth?
It is for those who will be left behind, so that they can understand where all the people went and what is to come. The people who disappeared or appeared to be unalived in a great mass are not abducted by aliens, nor did they die in a great mass. We were taken to heaven by Jesus Christ, the Savior of the world. The world and the governments are probably trying to tell you that aliens took us or that a disease took our lives. But I am telling you here and now, in the past, for the future, that this is not what has happened. There will be what is called a mark implemented. It may be presented to you in a different name, but it will go in your right hand or in your forehead. Do not, for any reason, take this mark. The world will make it clear that you are not able to buy, sell, trade, receive medical treatment unless you have this mark. If you take this mark, it is unforgivable. You cannot be forgiven. You are given over to the enemy. The world may even have evidence of an alien invasion, of a mothership, of aliens themselves to prove where they took us. But again, I'm telling you now so that you will believe when it happens. We are with Jesus.
The delusion that she is supposedly this messenger that God has chosen specifically to spread the truth of the rapture is
Honestly, if I was in delusions and I had this many TikTok followers, I mean, I would also say that I'm the messenger of Jesus Christ.
extremely
Like that is an extremely rational conclusion.
unsettling to me. I know a lot of people would and will and actively are laughing at videos like this, but she truly believes this, guys. Like, take a moment to consider
Every Christian deconstructionalist becomes a furry. Trust.
that she is not trolling. These are true beliefs that she holds. This is what is floating around.
Like, I believe that my whole, like, Christian deconstructionalist theory Actually, I would say it only like applies to white people.
Right.
Dude, when your baby wakes up, so imagine your baby waking up, and then your baby getting adopted by like either like a neurotypical parents, or like fucking lesbians, or gay people, or anybody from the LGBT. Imagine that with me. I'd be like crying. The nurse would be asking me. See, I'm taking this fucking joke from AI or whatever, but it's really true. So if the nurse came and asked me, "Hey, why are you crying?" I'd be like, "Bruh, I'm gonna fucking end up as a furry dog. Like, this sucks."
Mother.
Dude, that's just bullshit.
In her mind, and this is entirely real. That's the part that's really scary to me. 3 days before the supposed rapture, she decided, I'm done with TikTok, it's time to go, it's time to get offline, but she did post one final video. And she basically says, like, this is my last video because I'm going to be raptured in a few days, but if I'm not raptured in a few days, I'll come back to apologize.
I feel like it's time for me to step away from TikTok. I feel like my story is over. I have been so blessed by this, and the Lord has done so much, and I'm so grateful to have been His vessel. I truly believe with all my heart we will be raptured during Feast of Trumpets this year. If there is some chance that we don't get raptured, I will come back and make an apology video for myself being deceived. It's bittersweet because I know we're going home.
After September 23rd came and went, she deleted her entire TikTok
That's
account.
crazy.
Rapture Family Archive did post this update that we're about to watch from her, although I'm not sure exactly where it came from. She might have uploaded it like right before she decided to delete her TikTok, so like not very many people saw this, but the Rapture Family Archive account on TikTok did. And I just want to take this moment to thank the person who was behind this TikTok account, because they downloaded and reposted a lot of her most unhinged takes, and despite her deleting everything, they still live on the internet forever.
Dude, her deleting everything. She shouldn't have deleted everything.
What?
So the woman who made all these fucking videos, she just deleted everything. But they're internet archiving her.
Oh, and apparently this woman lied because she said that she was going to come back and apologize, but instead she just decided to delete everything. How godly of her.
Hello, guys. I am totally fine. I don't know why all of you hateful people are trying to tell everybody that I am not mentally well. Here I am, September 24th at 1:14 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'm alive and well, and so are my kids.
That video gives me the ick. I don't know why she's so defensive, but the energy that she's giving off here seems very insincere to me. I hope that this entire situation causes her to deeply reflect on her beliefs and her life, for that matter.
Dude, she's gonna go through a Christian Reconstructionalist period, bruh. That's crazy. Oh. Then she's just gonna end up at a fucking Trump rally protest, or Trump protest, or whatever. Well, that's crazy. That's like the final form of Christian deconstructionalist.
Because she was so certain. She
She
believed that she
was
was being
number
given
one.
divine signals from God Himself. She was aggressively and obsessively creating content to try to save as many people as possible before the rapture so that they wouldn't get left behind. Well, we're
Okay, but like, okay, here's my argument for this. Like, this is like my like 2 cents, and you can tell me I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm crazy. Like, okay, I don't, like, when I was converting to Judaism, there was something my rabbi said that was like really smart, and it was like this: don't blame people, blame like the bullshit that got people to this point. Okay, so like for me, like as a Jewish person, I don't like say, okay, I don't think it's her fault. I genuinely don't. I still think it's that pastor's fault. Like, he's the reason why this happened. He's the reason why this woman went crazy.
Yeah.
Right? So like for me, like it's easier to forgive like somebody for doing heinous things if the problem was like not created by them.
Yeah.
I don't think this was something that she created.
Yeah.
This was something that like, I just feel sad for the woman. Like, you could say all day, yeah, she's narcissistic, yeah, she's this, yeah, she's that. But, I know, like, technically she does need help, but, like, I think she's a victim more than like, hurt people. Like, she's a victim, therefore she created victims.
Yeah.
We're all still here, so I hope that she reevaluates her beliefs because I'm sure she's feeling a whole lot of embarrassment right now. It's made pretty clear by the fact that her TikTok is currently gone.
Yeah, like, that dude who fucking predicted the rapture, like, he's honestly a sick man.
Kind of.
Like, Jesus.
So now, of course, we have to cover the aftermath. Obviously, I've mentioned here that people have privated their social media accounts or deleted them entirely. Others have stayed off the internet and have not said anything at all to presumably work through the embarrassment that they're currently experiencing. And then others are making more TikTok content. Remember this doomsday prepper lady? She posted a video on the night of the supposed rapture after it never happened. It's just 1 minute and 10 seconds of her crying while some inspirational music plays and then some guy is preaching about haters, basically. The caption reads, "Here's the video that all of you wanted. This is raw. I wanted to make a funny and silly video, but when I turned on the camera, this was the sound that it chose. I'm not done with my purpose. I will continue to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ in a loving and compassionate way. Thank you for all your support, jokes, and encouragement. To the ones who said nasty things to me and my children, I can only pray for you. Truth be told, I am a little sad, a little broken, but that's okay because tomorrow's another day that the Lord has made. I'm sorry to anyone that I triggered trauma to or anyone that was made to feel fear due to me or my actions. If you do pray, please pray for my spirit. Thank you, and I'm sorry." Well, at least she apologized.
It's all about pray for me. Like, why would you do that? Like, you're making the whole thing legit about yourself. That's so fucked.
Too bad that this most likely won't lead to this specific woman thinking deeply about the anxiety and fear and the trauma that she is forcing upon her children. I really think that she's just going to continue to live this way. And she's going to continue to put her children through this kind of trauma in their adolescent years. And that is the most heartbreaking part to me out of all of this, is the fact that a lot of these people have children that have no other choice but to be brought up in this kind of environment. And then the guy who supposedly sold his car is still holding on to hope, although he's taking no accountability for being a false prophet, which according to the Bible, by the way, I'm not saying I endorse this at all, but being a false prophet is punishable by death, biblically. So I just hope he seeks help for his very obvious religious psychosis.
At this point, I've got nothing to lose but to continue to believe. I gotta stand firm on what God has
Yeah.
shown me until I know.
But just because he's a false prophet doesn't mean Jesus won't forgive him, so...
For a fact that it's not true.
Oh,
And do you agree?
Like, Jesus is the reason why no one's getting stoned to death in the Western world.
God, confirmation that God gave me for September was let's fly in 925. That is the sentence that he gave me. Let's fly in 925. And all this time, I thought 925 just meant September 2025, as in the 9th.
I don't think back to the old Testament. Well,
but I'm
some
realizing
people
now
don't.
that 925 were literally the 25th of the month. 25th of September. So based on that recent realization, I have to see this through all the way until the 25th. And the 25th is less than 2 hours away. I got nothing to lose but to continue to stand and what I believe I have heard from God.
And then the lady who lost her job basically doubled down. She came back and made a video saying like, "Hey, I know we were wrong, but have you considered that we're actually..."
Alright, so pretty much, you know, everybody's gonna get their repercussions for this shit. Jessie, it's gonna take about 20 minutes to go to bed. It'll take me 5 seconds. But this is where I'm gonna end it.